Life is not a game you play casually. It is an intricate web of choices, responsibilities, and consequences. If you wish to live a life of purpose, strength, and fulfillment, you must adopt principles that give it structure, principles that demand discipline and moral clarity. Too many people drift aimlessly, waiting for success, happiness, or meaning to fall into their hands. But life does not reward the passive. It demands courage, self-respect, and a commitment to truth. The following ideas are not temporary motivations. They are principles that should define who you are and how you engage with the world. The first principle is to take full responsibility for your life. Everything you are, everything you lack, and everything you could be rests on your shoulders. The moment you begin to blame others, circumstances, or systems, you hand over your power. You become a spectator in your own story. Taking responsibility doesn't mean everything that happens is your fault. It means you accept that it's your duty to respond in the best way possible. It means asking not, "Why is this happening to me?" but "What can I do now to make this better?" That question alone transforms victims into creators. Second, tell the truth, or at least don't lie. Lies are seductive. They offer comfort when reality is too heavy to bear, but every lie you tell corrupts your character. You become fragmented, unsure of who you are, always afraid of being discovered. Truth is painful, but it purifies. Speaking truth straightens your spine, sharpens your mind, and aligns your life with reality. Without it, you are lost in delusion, no matter how comfortable that delusion feels. Third, pursue what is meaningful, not what is expedient. The world tempts you with shortcuts, pleasures, distractions, quick wins, but they leave you hollow. Meaning demands sacrifice. It asks you to aim at something beyond yourself, to endure discomfort for a higher good. When you pursue meaning, your suffering becomes bearable, even noble. Without meaning, every hardship feels like punishment. With meaning, every hardship becomes part of your growth. Fourth, stand up straight with your shoulders back. This is not merely physical posture, it is psychological orientation. The way you carry yourself tells the world how you wish to be treated. If you shrink, you invite domination. If you stand tall, you signal competence and dignity. The world tests you constantly. Your posture declares whether you are ready for the test. Fifth, treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. You often care for others more than for yourself. You feed your pets, your children, your friends better than you nourish your own body or mind. Why? Because you feel unworthy or lazy or ashamed. But if you are to become who you could be, you must start treating yourself with the same compassion and discipline you would give someone you love. Set your own life in order. Give yourself the structure that allows growth. Sixth, compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. The poison of envy corrodes your soul. Social media, competition, and comparison make it seem as if everyone else is succeeding while you remain behind, but you are not in their race. Your only true competition is the person you were yesterday. Progress measured in inches daily is worth more than false comparisons measured in miles. Be patient. Greatness grows slowly. Seventh, surround yourself with people who want the best for you. Friends who celebrate your mediocrity are not friends. People who encourage your weakness, who mock your discipline, who tempt you toward failure, they belong to your past, not your future. True companions push you forward. They challenge your excuses. They remind you of your standards, and they mirror your potential back to you. Choose them carefully. They will shape your destiny. Eighth, aim at one thing. Scatter your energy across too many desires and you achieve nothing. Focus turns chaos into order. The world rewards those who commit deeply, not those who dabble shallowly. Ask yourself, what is worth giving my life to? Then align your time, habits, and priorities to that aim. You may not hit the bullseye, but you'll come far closer than those who never aimed. Ninth, do not allow resentment to nest in your heart. Resentment is poison disguised as justice. It whispers that others are to blame for your pain. It feels righteous, but it consumes you. When you feel resentment rising, it is a signal that something needs to change, either your circumstances or your attitude. Take action, speak up, or let go. But never let bitterness define you. 10th, learn to listen. Most people don't listen. They wait for their turn to speak. True listening requires humility. It means admitting you might learn something new even from those you dislike. When you listen, you invite wisdom to enter your life. You discover nuance, empathy, and understanding. Listening is not weakness, it's mastery over your own ego. 11th, work hard, relentlessly, intelligently, and patiently. There is no substitute for effort. Talent without discipline decays. Dreams without execution die. The people you admire did not stumble into greatness. They labored for it, often unseen, often doubted, often weary. Work builds not just skills, but character. Each day of effort is a vote for your future self. 12th, respect time. It is your most valuable resource, yet you waste it as if it were infinite. You trade hours for distractions that leave you empty. Every minute you spend without purpose is stolen from the person you could become. Use time wisely. Guard it from trivialities. Treat it as sacred because it is. 13th, face your fears voluntarily. Avoidance makes monsters larger. The more you run, the more power your fear gains over you. When you confront what terrifies you, it shrinks. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is acting despite it. Each time you face fear willingly, you grow in strength and confidence. Eventually, the things that once paralyzed you become stepping stones toward mastery. 14th, develop discipline before you chase freedom. Everyone wants freedom, but few are willing to earn it. True freedom is not doing whatever you want, it is mastery over yourself. Discipline is the bridge between chaos and freedom. It teaches you to delay gratification, to act consistently, to command your impulses. Without discipline, your desires enslave you. With it, you become unstoppable. 15th, learn to articulate your thoughts clearly. Words are the architecture of your reality. When you can express what you think precisely, you can understand, persuade, and command your world. Vague speech reflects vague thought. Speak carefully. Mean what you say. Language is not just communication, it's creation. 16th, take care of your surroundings. Clean your room. Organize your desk. Bring order to the small part of the world you inhabit. Chaos outside often reflects chaos within. When you discipline your environment, you discipline your mind. You begin to feel capable, competent, and calm. Great revolutions begin with small acts of order. 17th, do something difficult every day. Comfort weakens the spirit. Ease breeds stagnation. Growth requires friction, challenge, and struggle. Choose tasks that test your will. Wake up earlier, exercise, study, build something. Each challenge conquered strengthens your character. Over time, you become unshakable. 18th, act with integrity even when no one is watching. Integrity is the measure of who you are when there is no applause. The world is full of pretenders, people who perform virtue for validation. Don't be one of them. Do the right thing because it's right. not because it's convenient or visible. Character is built in private and displayed in public. 19th, serve something greater than yourself. Self-centered lives collapse under their own weight. When your only goal is your own comfort, you grow small and cynical. Devote yourself to a cause, a community, or an ideal. Contribute something that outlives you. Paradoxically, the more you give, the more meaning you gain. Finally, 20th, never stop learning. The moment you believe you know enough, you begin to decay. Knowledge keeps you alive, curious and humble. Read, observe, question, and explore. The world is vast, and your understanding will always be limited. Keep expanding it. Ignorance breeds arrogance. Learning breeds wisdom. Now imagine living by these principles not as a checklist, but as a way of being. You take responsibility for your life, speak truth, pursue meaning, and stand tall in the face of chaos. You work hard, respect time, and discipline your body and mind. You surround yourself with people who elevate you, confront fear head on, and build order from disorder. You treat yourself with care, listen deeply, and give your best to the world. Such a life will not be easy, but it will be worth it. The path to everything you want in life, success, peace, respect, love, is not paved with comfort or luck. It is built with principles, upheld daily, especially when it's hard. The world will test your resolve, mock your values, and tempt you to compromise. But every test is an invitation to prove your strength. You cannot master the world before you master yourself. These 20 principles are not commands. They are invitations to live fully, to rise when others fall, to act with courage when others yield, to become the kind of person who can bear the weight of existence without resentment. Master these principles, and you won't just get what you want in life. You'll become the kind of person worthy of having it. Because in the end, the goal is not merely to have everything, but to become someone who can handle everything without losing their soul.